Welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you the cards that can be in the Positional Hero sets. There's a few things you kind of want to look at, and remember, with these cards it's either a huge profit or a pretty decent loss on some of these base elites. We're going to be looking at every position, going through 2 or 3 cards per each one, and cards you want to pick up right about now. The prices might already be higher once this is released, but let's take a look. First, we're going to do QB, and we're looking at 2 QBs. We are going to be looking at, first, Aaron Rodgers, the 91 base card. That's going to be the first one, since there's not many cards that compete with the statistics we're looking for. It's either 90 or 91 or 89 base. That's going to be one that's a lot of money. It's going to be rare. So first, we're looking at Aaron Rodgers. He's only going for 45, so this might be a pretty solid investment. If it's not Rodgers, it's going to be the one in the set. It's going to be Tom Brady. Right now, going for 44K. Might not be a bad investment, but it depends on what the other cards are priced right now. So first, we can see Brady's price right here. Keep in mind, there's no 89 base cards, which is going to be Brady or Rodgers. Right now, they're going for under 50K, which might be a pretty good investment. If you have that type of coin, this card should rise triple its value on the first day and then plummet. So you should be able to rip it quick for 120 to 150 when they make the Position Hero QB. Next, we're going to roll right to the running backs. What card are we going to need for running back? Now, this one is interesting because there's a few different options. First, we're going to take a look at Marshawn Lynch from the Seahawks. The dude retired, beast mode. This card was very cheap a few days ago. It was around 40K, but now when we see it, we can see it's risen very heavily. Next, we're going to be looking at the Steelers halfback, Le'Veon Bell, the 89. This card here, priced at a pretty good price, honestly. We're looking right now at 33K. So that's a pretty solid investment. If he's in the set, he will probably at least double or triple. It's a base elite. So I'm actually probably going to cop it at this price, since not a bad look here. And our third option is going to be DeMarco Murray from the Eagles. This card's only 30K as well. Might be a pretty good investment. So it's going to be one of those 3 base elites leading that halfback positional hero. Just one note, the base Calvin Johnson has a very good chance of being in the set. If you hold him for the second round of positional heroes, we copped one for 40K. We're going to hold it hard for probably about 8 weeks. This Joe Thomas is more than likely the left tackle positional hero. It was 70K a few days ago. Now you kind of missed the boat. It's already risen to about 90K. Next, we're going to look at left guard, and we're going to look at someone who is not on a team. We're looking at Evan Mathis. He was going for about 40K. Now he's already up to 70. I would not invest in him because his price is already at 80. You can probably simp this for about 40 if people are not aware of the positional heroes and how they work, or if you really want a left guard. But our goal with these cards is to flip them on the first day because they release around 10:30 a.m. every Sunday. You get to know about 10 a.m., give or take, what the cards are going to be, unless Mutt Leak comes out and they'll list them again. Basically, that's how people made millions of coins that day, but it's not like that. Percentage, we're looking at Rodney Hudson, who's already over 100K. And our secondary option is Nick Mangold, the 89 base from the New York Jets. His price isn't bad right now, honestly. I would probably consider copping him around 40 because pretty soon that card's going to be very expensive, like Joe Thomas, be about 90 to 100K. So that is not a bad pickup if you have wait and hold and sitting on that Nick Mangold for the Senate. Rolling out the defense. First, JJ Watt, about 70K. This is a pretty solid investment. There's only a few on the block, but I would say JJ has a very high chance of being in that set. If it's not JJ Watt, it's going to be Campbell, RTTP. 70K is very good for this RTTP card since they don't have as many. It's not going to be like Patrick Chung, or they just dropped Calvin Pryor. It's not going to be like that card because it is a high-end card. It is in the 90s. It reminds me of the Devonta Freeman, actually, who I did not include in this video, but high chance Devonta Freeman RTTP is in the set. We're just looking at the elite cards that'll be in the set. Moving along to right end, we're going to be looking at Ziggy Ansah. His price has skyrocketed. Now he's over 100K. If you were lucky, you got on the train early enough, you can pick him up for about 80K, but this card has a very high probability of being in the set. If it's not Ziggy Ansah, you can take a quick guess at Robert Quinn from the Rams. This is a base card, a low overall, and he's already shooting up just a little bit. He's already 20k. This card was going for 10k a few days ago, so one of those two has a very good chance of being the right ends. Ndamukong Suh, very high chance of being a defensive tackle. You could cop now for about 70k. Not a bad pickup, honestly, because you're going to be paying between 40 and 70 for these base elites now. And people are going to be holding on these guys hard. You can easily snipe some of these guys as well because people don't know they're going to be expensive in a few weeks and wait for these positional hero sets. At middle linebacker, one of my favorite cards when it was released, the RTTP Shazier, only priced around 45k. I think it's going to either be Shazier or it's going to be the middle linebacker for the Panthers. We're going to be looking at Kuechly. He was priced around 50k, but now you see he's risen just a bit. He's already selling for 80, so you've almost missed the Kuechly boat. I would definitely cop Shazier's for the RTTP card to be in the middle linebacker set. Pretty high probability he's in the set, and we'll be going for double or triple his value on that first day release. Cornerbacks. We're going to be looking at Richard Sherman. You're going to be holding him for about 2 months because they just dropped the cornerback Chris Harris Jr. He's about 90k. This one, only if you have millions, I would invest in Sherman. If not, there's many other cards to invest in that are seen throughout this video that have a much better chance of making money than the sit and hold on Sherman. Free safety was just released. Now we're looking at strong safety. We're going to stay in Seattle, and we're going to go with Cam Chancellor. He's already 80k, but I don't think it's going to be Cam. I honestly think it's going to be Patty Hung, because Patty Hung right now is selling for a solid price. I've actually stocked up on Patty Hungs for about 10k each, and his price has risen heavily. The RTTP card is now at least 20k, so I'd invest in Patty Hung if you can. This just about wraps up the video. Hopefully it's helpful and you can snipe some of these positional hero cards that will be in the sets. Remember, you want to sell it within the first hour of the set releasing. Just like Eric Weddle shot up, we bought him for 100k, sold him for about 200. We also bought 2 Richard Shermans for about 50k, sold them for about 85 and 90 on that first hour of release on that Sunday. If you're able to do it, that's great. If not, this might be pretty hard to invest in. Hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, comment below if you agree, disagree. We love all the comments. We'll respond to all of them. Catch us on Twitch all day, and we'll see you in the next vid.